67. The 7-car Dean Casagrande, 5th in points, followed by Jerry Kanopka in the 99. Crowd still arriving, so if you've got some spare seats, let the folks know coming in that you've got a little room for them. We've got ourselves a big, big house tonight, and we certainly thank you for being here for tonight's running of the Stafford 150 NASCAR Featherlight Modified Tour event. But right now, our attention turns to the late models as they are ready to roll in their 30-lap feature. Here they come off the turn. Tony Leckie looking the field over as they head for the line. We're underway. Green flag, good race, kicking it off, folks. Down into turn number 1. Look at the field of cars. Nobody can make the moves. Botticello in that 26 is trying to get around Marinelli. Nothing doing. Marinelli on the throttle off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Herb Bennett Sr., Joe Riolo, and the Peltier machine, the 85 machine. These guys are bunched up heavy. Going to take a couple of laps for a breakaway here. Side by side, slipping and sliding off of 4. These guys look like they're dirt dragging it, folks. Wheel to wheel, lug nut to lug nut, fender to fender. Once again, down into turn number 1. Who can take command of this deal? Herb Bennett Sr. shifts up a little bit into the group. Oh, he got a spinner right in the middle of the pack. It's the 7 machine of Dean Casagrande. Everybody keeps going but Dean. Up front, the yellow flag is thrown out for the leaders. They are racing it off eternally, and Botticello on that front row. Even though there's no racing you, thanks to our brand new Musco lighting system. As you can see, these crews go to work trying to get their drivers back out in time without losing any laps in this 30-lap late model feature. 3 laps shown as complete. Remember, we do count the laps under caution, so these boys will have to get out in a hurry. Casagrande, one of our point leaders, needs to get back out here in a hurry. Homer Webb in his first year up from the Dare division, showing very well as he's been improving. Casagrande is away to pick up at the rear of the field. And Webb still sitting there, as apparently it's a little bit more than just a tire change for the Gerin Computer number 11. Here they come off the turn, heading for the line, and we're back underway. And once again, a side-by-side battle. These cars so evenly matched. Joe Riolo switches lanes, moves to the inside, looking for an opening there. Marinelli starts to pull away now as they come out of turn 2. Riolo trying to recover, catch up to Botticello, holding second. Meanwhile, Homer Webb pulls away in the pits to rejoin the field. Zentarski already up to 5th place. They lean on each other. The Botticelli and Riolo machines making contact. Into the turn they go, and coming up on the outside will be Chuck Zentarski. All right, keep your eye on Zentarski, but up front, Marinelli and Botticello still command first and second, with Joe Riolo down there in 3rd, but not for long. Keep your eye on that 8 machine working his way around. Let's see how it shakes out. Can Zentarski get his way around? No siree. It's the slow way on the high side off of turn number 4. Riolo slips up and says, shutting that door, buddy. Now tucks back in behind Botticello. Here comes Herb Bennett Sr. to 64. Check it out, folks. 6 cars under the flag, and now who's going to get the breakaway? Down the back straightaway. Look at the competition here at Stafford Speedway in the NASCAR Winter Racing Series late models. Nobody has an advantage. It's all driving skill and nerve as they slide it off at turn number 4. Up front, Botticello picks up first. Here comes Riolo for second. Marinelli slips and slides, and Tarski tucks it underneath. Here comes the 85 of Peltier trying to make it 3 wide practically, going down into turn number 1. Bennett making the moves underneath Peltier. Now he tags the number 65 of Marinelli. Got out of shape coming off of turn number 2. Here comes the 26 machine. Your race leader, Robert Botticello, looks like he's going to be getting around that slower car in a moment, folks, as the field's thundering down the front stretch. Everybody jockeying for position. Some cars 2 and 3 wide. Sweetman backs it around off of turn number 4. Keeps it going, does not bring out the yellow. And now I'll tell you what, folks, we are gaining some serious momentum. These competitors look like they're going to race to the bitter end. Off of turn number 4, working their way off of slower cars, the tough way around. Here comes Botticello, Riolo, and hanging on is Zentarski. Herb Bennett holding on to that 4th position. Bob Palmer all over his back bumper as they move into the turn. Palmer trying to squeeze through with the 11 car right in front of him. Let's see if he can find racing room. Here they go down the backstretch, mighty close to that backstretch wall. Meanwhile, Zentarski works on Riolo in the mid for 2nd place. Now, once again, it's Palmer and Bennett side by side coming out of 4. Palmer takes the position away and now runs in 4th place. Meanwhile, the 8 of Zentarski has closed back in again on Riolo, running 2nd in the 49. Down the backstretch with Bob Botticello, now with a big lead over the rest of the field. Tom Butler in problems on the backstretch in the 4 car as he slows off the pace. Chuck Doherty goes by him. Here comes our point leader, the 3X, working on the 17 as they come off turn number 4 and across the line. Here we go. Down the back straightaway. Botticello making the big moves. About a 10-car length lead over Joe Riolo in the 49. He has to contend with the 8 machine of Zentarski all over the backside as we have a good battle with Bennett and Foster in the 22. They break away with Foster out in front, but now here comes Peltier on the outside. He's got the momentum at the stripe by a nose, folks. It was Peltier, but fighting back down at the bottom side. A turn number 1. Foster pushes up. They're almost 3 wide. Herb Bennett Sr. in the sandwich, and check it out. Here we go. A pass for second down into turn 3. Zentarski gets underneath Riolo, and the 16 machine tags the backside. Robert Palmer gets into the back of Riolo. At the stripe, it's a 26 of Botticello. He has got a serious command of this race, ladies and gentlemen. All the action now is mid-pack. You betcha. Palmer once again closing in on Riolo. Foster running in the 5th spot with Gary Pelletier in the 85 running 6th, and right behind them a battle between Stakey in the 66, Bennett in the 64 for position. Meanwhile, Jim Janeski goes down pit road in the 47 machine. Bob Botticello maintaining his lead over the Polish Rocket. Chuck Zentarski in car number 8. Right behind him, the policeman Riolo trying to do his best to close in on Zentarski, while at the same time hold off the 16 of Palmer. Here they go into the turn one more time, nose to tail for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Meanwhile, our leader still holding on to that big margin as we complete 15 laps. Our halfway leader is Bob Botticello, picking up $150 from the Food and Stuff convenience store. Well, I was just going to say that, Raleigh, but you took it away from me. Here we go, folks, down into turn number 3, the 26 of Botticello in command. Now you have to go all the way back to 64, Herb Bennett Sr. with Peterson closing the gap to see him bunch up. There's Chuck Doherty in the 3X making his moves, and Cliff Stakey off at turn number 4. These guys are really trying to battle for position at this point. They're running out of laps to get the job done, and they want to position as high as possible so they can go to the CarQuest 300 fall final event here at Stafford Motor Speedway coming up in September. All sorts of moves. Doherty makes his way underneath Bennett, as does Cliff Stakey now, and here comes Tommy Butler in the number 4 machine making the moves, folks. But up front is Botticello in command lap after lap. He is just running by himself. If he can stay out of trouble, there's no real contention, Raleigh. And his brother Dennis still way back in the pack. Usually it's reverse, so Bob is the man who'll do the bragging rights in that family tonight. Here they come off the turn. Botticello still with that big margin over Zentarski, but Riolo and Palmer still right on the tail of Zentarski. Scott Foster running very well is now in 5th place, and he's being pursued by Gary Pelletier in the 85. Then it's Peterson in the 17, Doherty the 3X, Stakey in the 66, the 64 of Bennett, and the 4 of Butler. On off the turn one more time. It'll be 19 laps complete at the line. 11 to go for Bob Botticello and his first win of the year. All right, folks, taking a quick look back through the field. The number 8 machine of Chuck Zentarski, Joe Riolo to 49. Riolo's trying to pick up that 2nd spot. He's got a challenge. Looks like they're drafting down the backstretch. Helped out Riolo a little bit. It looks like he had a bit of a bump draft to push him up underneath Zentarski. They're wheel to wheel for that 2nd spot. Look at the smoke pour off the back end of that 49 Mystique Motorsports car. That is for sale. A very competitive car, folks. If you want to go late model racing, go check out Joe Riolo. Oh, look at this. Riolo and Zentarski touch. They get high and wide, but they gather it back up, giving up the momentum to the 4th place car, who picks up 2nd, the number 16 of Robert Palmer. That's what happens when you're doing battles, folks. You give up momentum, and then something happens, and then the guy riding behind you just blows on by. Yes, sir. He took advantage. Palmer right there, moved right down low and into that 2nd spot. We get another spinner over there off of turn number 2. When the dust settles and everything clears, we try to pick out his number. It looks like the 6 of Keller, and that brings out the caution flag. All right, there you have it, folks. Lap number 21, bringing out the caution. Many laps under heavy competition. This is going to bunch up the field. It's also going to close the gap for Botticello in the 26. See what? And 6 to go. And Ken Witham will be leaving us now to head to Victory Lane to conduct the ceremonies out there at the conclusion of this one. But here we go now. In goes our pace car. Peter Luck pulls that nice, bright new Mustang down on the pit road, and we're ready for the restart. Tony Leckie looks over the field. Here they come. It'll be just 6 laps to go, folks. And who's going to get the jump? Bobby Palmer gets the nose in front of Bob Botticello. They're side by side heading into 2. They're swapping a little metal. Who will it be? Look at this battle for the lead. The field all bunched up behind them. Fellas trying to find an opening with the laps clicking by. Now Palmer gets his nose out. Once again, our top two will touch. Coming off the turn at the line, it's Palmer by just about a half a car length. And with 5 laps to go now, Zentarski sitting right behind our number 26 machine. Now Palmer breaks away, coming out of turn 2, a new leader. Bobby Palmer, the number 8 point man, can really help himself tonight. Here he comes off the 4th turn. It's Riolo trying to take the 2nd spot away from Botticello. He does, and he'll set sail for our leader. Gary Pelletier still part of this picture in the 85 car. But out of turn number 2, it's Botticello regaining 2nd. Riolo dropped back to 3rd, and Zentarski still trying to find an opening around those cars in front of him. Here they come now, off the turn, Bobby Palmer, still the man in charge, and we almost go 3 wide, but it's Bob Botticello holding on to 2nd place. A race to the finish. Great racing action here in our late model feature. Down the backstretch, Scott Foster now takes away 4th place from Riolo. Jim Peterson ducks to the inside of Riolo, can't find any room. And Gary Pelletier tries to make it 3 wide. He gets up into the marbles, loses some momentum, but picks it back up as Riolo went sliding. And now Pelletier runs in the number 7 spot. Chuck Doherty bypassing him, our point leader, now running in 6th place in the 3X. Palmer in charge. Here they come. It'll be white flag time when they hit the line. Can Palmer pick up his first win of the year? Here he comes, heading for the line. It's 29 down and 1 to go. Here they go. Botticello still running in the 2nd spot, followed by Zentarski, but the battle at the moment for 4th place. Foster in the 22, Peterson in the 17. Down the backstretch, Palmer leading the field now by 3 car lengths. Into turn 3 they go, back in the pack. Problems for our point leader, Chuck Doherty. Of sudden development, our point leader in trouble. Palmer takes the win over Bob Botticello. Zentarski 3rd, Foster in 4th place. Well, what a quick change of events that was. My, oh my. Chuck Doherty moving up through the field, all of a sudden has problems on the backstretch and ends up way back in the pack, and that, folks, is going to do something to our point standings. Well, Mike, we're going to do some quick figuring here to see where we stand in the late model point race. It will be unofficial, of course. In any case, Doherty limps across the line, managing to finish the race. But no question about our winner, Bobby Palmer, taking the victory. And we'll be going down to Ken Witham in just a couple of minutes. But first, we'll go through all the scale necessities before we move out to our next feature event. The late models exiting through the back gate, while our track crew, our Simpson 1 safety crew, checking out the racing service. Make sure there's no debris as a result.
Determined at the CarQuest 300. However, one championship that can be decided tonight. Ted Christopher, if he finishes 20th or better in the modified feature, will become the 1996 track champion in the modified division. Stay tuned, folks, because the drama is yet to unfold.
Now, while we have just a moment, we urge you to break out your pit stop. Secondly, 35735. 35735. Third, it will be 34763. 34763. And fourth, 35200. We'll have more a little bit later on. 35200, the 4th and final number. Now, let's go trackside and Ken Witham.
All right, Bradley, thanks a lot. We're down here trackside. We didn't get an opportunity to get down here quick enough to talk to the other drivers yet who came in 2nd and 3rd, but I do have the 30-lap late model feature winner with me here. I'll tell you what, these guys are doing a great job, and I'll tell you, you won the money at the halfway point from food and stuff as well. $150. How do you feel, Mr. Botticello?
Very good. It's been a long year. We've been working hard on the car, and finally everything came together tonight. It was excellent.
Yeah, well, what about the fact that you beat another Botticello? Usually it's the other way around. How do you feel about that?
I didn't beat him. I just joined him in the winner's circle. That's all.
There you go. All right, modestly done, ladies and gentlemen. And also, too, next to me here is the gentleman, Mr. Robert Palmer. And I'll tell you, you did yourself a great job as well. And you got all sorts of stuff going for you. But you had some breaks at the end. Why don't you talk to us?
Well, I'd like to thank, first of all, my crew. They do a super job all week long. We've been working a long time for this. I know we're rookie over here, but they work really, really hard. They don't work like rookies. I'd like to thank Bobby G. He does a super job day in, to thank my sponsors, LaFrance Boyce Well Drilling, Town and Country Auto Group, Barrett's Kiln Lumber Products, Napa Putnam. Everybody, they put in a lot of effort. We race 2 tracks here in Thompson, and it's a lot of work for a lot of guys. And I'd like to thank all the wives on the crew. They do a super job. They just sit at home and kind of wait for us, but I appreciate that. I'd like to thank Stafford Motor Speedway. It's a great track. I really, really like running here. And CarQuest, thanks for that performance award there.
Yeah, he picked up an extra $100, and I get all confused coming down and getting to the crowd. You were second when I left the booth, man. I didn't even know you won. Congratulations.
Well, the 26 was running really good, and I tried him on the outside. He gave me plenty of racing room, so I really want to thank him for that. But the car was excellent tonight. Really, it may have looked a little hard, but the car was so good. I think most people could have did this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did it yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, give a nice round of applause. The actual feature winner here tonight at Stafford Motor Speedway, Robert Palmer. Give it up for him.
And we repeat, the winner of the CarQuest Quest for Success Award and the $100 bonus, as voted upon by the media, was the winner of this event, Bob Palmer in car 16. So a little extra goodie for Bob tonight. All right, here's the official top 10 of the late model feature. In addition to Palmer in the 16, the winner, Bob Botticello second in the 26, followed by the 8 of Zentarski. Finishing fourth in the 22 was Foster, followed by the 17 of Peterson. Sixth place to the 85 of Pelletier, followed by the 66 of Stakey. Eighth place to the 7 of Casagrande, followed by the 4 of Tom Butler. And rounding out our top 10, the 64 of Herb Bennett. That's your official top 10 for the late model feature.